Today we are challenging ourselves with trying to win a national championship, but the big caveat here is our offense is only Wildcat, and in order to make this happen, I had to go and create a custom playbook, make it only the Wildcat plays. But in order for this to actually translate in the game, you can't set a custom playbook and simulate with that custom playbook, but you can do it if you super sim the game. So we're gonna go and pick a random 3-star team, as we typically do with these challenges, go right down the middle, and our random team is very fitting that the Wildcat only challenge is going to be with the Kansas State Wildcats. That's funny how that worked out. But yeah, we have to super sim the games, but all of it will obviously be the genuine results. And I know Kansas State starts here as 60 in the country, but trust me when I tell you, the 81 overall team with this Wildcat package every single play is not going to be good enough to win a national championship. I'm going to just give you a little bit of a taste of what this looks like here in game number 1 against Iowa State. It's 7-6 right now, so Kansas State is winning, but it's only on the back of their defense, and I feel like that's going to be how we have to win a national championship. You're going to have to build a pretty dang good defense, because I don't think you can really bet on this team to score, 30-plus points a game, as Kansas State deep ball on them is incomplete. So I'm only going to show you this one little game here early on, just to give you a little bit of an idea of what it looks like. As you can see, our running back there, he's got like 28 carries for less than 70 yards, and he's throwing, but that's actually a pretty good throw from the running back. It's very much an offense designed around one player. He is running the ball, he is throwing the ball, and an incomplete pass over a player's head. Flag down, crossing route, he's got a completion. All right, but the flag is down. I think this is offsides, but you can see Edwards here. He's hitting some of these passes, so I feel like we get a running back that can throw. I think that's going to have to be us recruiting a pure runner quarterback and then moving him to running back, as we go a little flip here, and now actual quarterback Avery Johnson incomplete, and now 3rd and goal, throwing Edwards, end zone, awful throw, and picked off. So yeah, that's going to be an issue. Avery Johnson and whoever else is going to be the technical number 1 on the depth chart quarterback, I don't know how much they're going to throw the ball. This is an experiment for me as well, is just to see what actually happens if you go 12, and if you go into bowl games, 13, playoffs, 14, 15, 16 games running Wildcat. What do the stats look like? I mean, that's also the interesting part of this, but defense has done a great job. No touchdowns on the board allowed, but I mean, I think this one's going to slip away from us, considering the fact that they are now in field goal range. 4th and 7, kick on its way. It is good. And now, can this Wildcat offense go on a game-winning drive? Edwards outside. That's going to be a catch, but no gain. 1:20 to go. As Edwards play action outside. That's a very bad pass, but I mean, at least they hit the receiver's hands. 4th down and 9. They're going to run it. I mean, there's a lot more run plays in this playbook, and they're not going to get it. So Kansas State, 1 first down, and it's all over, as Iowa State, the Cyclones, I mean, very disappointing for Iowa State to have to struggle this much, but they will get the win here. And we're going to, just go through. I'm not going to show you every game, like I said. I just wanted to show you the one just to give you an idea. We're going to hop in, super sim all the games. I did do that. End the season, yeah, about 2-10 for our Kansas State Wildcat squad. So no bowl game, and like I said, choosing a team that was ranked 16th in the country, yet it didn't matter. We beat an FCS school, but our only legitimate win came against a team that was just as bad as us, 1-11 Oklahoma State. We beat them. That's it. So, obviously the big difference in something like this is, people when they do challenges like this, they're playing the games. I'm only spectating. I'm only at the mercy of what happens here. Avery Johnson, our starting quarterback, only threw the ball 29 times all season. Our backup quarterback actually threw more, and Dylan Edwards threw the ball about 200 times as our running back. He threw 4 touchdowns, 23 interceptions, and completed 39% of his passes. Oh boy. Yeah, this is going to be how we have to figure things out here. He had 300 carries and under 3 yards a carry as well. Like, that's bad. So, as you can see, he had 300 rushing attempts, 200 passing attempts. So, whoever gets that, spot in the offense is going to touch the ball almost every play. Kansas State, you can see here, we averaged 9 points a game. That's literally half of, like, the second place, or second to last team. We didn't even have a good rushing offense. Our rushing offense was even towards the bottom. I mean, every statistical category, we were, like, bottom level. And to no surprise, a lot of players are going to want to leave us. But it's not about, I think, building a perfectly rated offense, in just terms of pure talent, because we can get a 99 overall quarterback, but that doesn't matter. I mean, he's going to throw the ball. Avery Johnson threw it 29 times. He's going to throw it 2 times a game. It's about getting just the players that fit what we need here. We get the 15th ranked recruiting class in year 1. And we do end up with a 5-star player, also brought in a lot of transfer portal players to kind of recoup a lot of the talent that we lost. But the big thing here is going to be trying to get the right, dual threat, but maybe prefer pure runner quarterback and moving him to running back and then putting him in that Wildcat slot. The issue is, though, even if he'll have some throwing ratings, he'll never get better at throwing the ball. So whatever he is it's what he is. So he has to also be able to run the ball as well. I did do just that. The running back that I got, Purvis, he was a freshman. I moved him to running back, and he's going to be, like, the gadget player for this team. I want to, tinker with that to see, like, is it just starting running back, or if I put him at gadget player, does that matter? So, the first year or two is a little bit of testing. So here he is, Nasir Purvis. He has throwing attributes, but not a high overall, and 84 speed at running back. I would imagine we're going to need some high-level speed here at the Wildcat position, since there's going to be a lot of, like, wide runs. So we're going to get to the end of the season here. We started last season with Iowa State. We closed this season with Iowa State. You can see there are 3 wins on the board, and simming to the very end, we're going to get stomped out by the Cyclones and improve to 3-9. You can see 2 quarterbacks here. Both of them threw about 30-plus times, so it's going to be important also to have a backup quarterback that can be playable for 2 throws a game. Makari was the starting running back this year. He was a freshman we brought in, and you can see, even though I put Purvis as the gadget player, but he did not do much when it came to throwing, so it is just straight up starting running back because the gadget player on our team only threw it 29 times. So you can see the amount of players who throw the ball. It's about 2 times a game from the number 2 running back, 2 times a game from the starting quarterback, 2 times a game from the backup quarterback, and then the starting running back gets the rest of the pass attempts. So that's very interesting. We did get a little positive here. We won the best punter award, so I guess we got that going for us, but that's now nice info to know. We need to account for anywhere from 5 to 6 pass attempts from other players on the team that aren't our starting running back. And I feel like Purvis is not going to be the guy that we roll with, and the key is also now we have to make sure our starting running back has throwing attributes, no matter how good our starting running back is. If he can't throw the ball, he's useless, which is not something you'd normally say. So our recruiting class here, 21st in the country, recruiting-wise, with the freshmen not too high, but 5th ranked portal class. So again, trying to recoup a lot of the players that are leaving us, since we are now pretty bad school relative to where we started. So this time around, I did bring in another quarterback. You can see there, Yazzie as a dual threat, and that is going to be the guy that I now move over as well to try to get as many people in the building who can throw the ball as much as possible. He's got 87 throw power, and he'll be a 73 running back, so not that big of a downgrade. That's going to be the guy I start at running back. Even though our starting running back, Makari, last season, like, he had decent development and he played a lot, he's just not good enough to get that role for the fact that he can't throw. Yazzie, the thing that makes him important, though, is he has star development, so he is going to get better as a running back while still maintaining some of his throwing attributes. I also just kind of wonder, I have wear and tear on, so I would have to imagine a guy getting 300 carries, 200 pass attempts. You're imagining he's also getting sacked a couple of times. He's probably getting hit a lot. I mean, he's taking a couple hundred hits in a season. I would have to imagine wear and tear kicks in at some point, which could also be an issue for us. But we get to the end of Season 3, and we did make a bowl game, so a nice jump up from 2 wins to 3 wins, and now 7 wins, so it really made a difference that we had a guy who could throw the football. And not only that, the team has also just been steadily getting a little bit better with the guys that we have been bringing in. So here we are, 14-10, and Kansas State, Yazzie at quarterback slash running back slash Wildcat superstar, is going to be our guy, throwing underneath. And after taking a sack, he gets the sack yardage back +1, and 3rd down and 9. Off the edge, brought down again. And the rushing numbers are going to look really ugly due to the sacks. I mean, like, Easy has 18 carries for 19 yards, but he just lost a bunch on sacks, and Maryland has got a completion to the 23-yard line as they are going to go outside. Corral got him to the 10. Malik Washington still here, and that's a tackle for loss. I am trying my absolute best to build a defense that can get this job done. I think in order for it to happen, we need a defense that allows probably under 20 points a game. We're going to need something like what Seattle had to win the Super Bowl, as that's a touchdown run. Maryland takes the lead and up 17-14 now. 5.5 to go. Play action, and Yazzie throw it. It's a bit of a floater, but it's caught for 7 yards. 3rd down, and play action again. Wide open man in the middle. That's going to be caught. It's also going to be interesting to see what type of pass catchers are going to get the production here, as Yazzie with the keeper, just direct snap and a 1st down run. That was a nice blocking setup. Now man in motion, they go play fake. And Yazzie floating one outside again, and that's caught. He reaches, but short of the 1st down. I think every play is just play action, as that's a throw underneath, and the tight end's got it for a 1st down. And make it another play action, and they weren't fooled. I mean, you go play action every play. It's not going to fool. I think this is the same exact play again. He gets away from the rush. Yazzie's got him fighting, and a nice 13-yard scramble there. As we have the backup in, he flips it out, so the backup running back flips it to the 3rd-string running back, and that's a 1st down. Now we have Yazzie back in, direct snap, keeper, and a 1st down run. Goal to go. This is really interesting. Just direct snap up the middle, leaping. He's in. Touchdown. What a play. All right, that was really interesting to watch. I guess that's what maybe a game-winning drive looks like if the defense can hold on to take care of Maryland. They got a big play to the 40, 120 to go, and a 5-yarder there for a bowl victory to help the prestige out a little bit. As that's intercepted, bad throw, and Kansas State taking it. Lineman gets him down, but now just going to run out this clock and take home a victory here, as they do kneel it with 50 seconds to go on 3rd down, meaning they'll just kick the field goal, play it safe. Kick is good with 9 seconds to go. After the kickoff, they'll have 6 seconds, so literally just one play for Maryland, as Washington throwing it up and incomplete. Game over, and we win a bowl game. So huge leaps and bounds of improvement getting Yazzie in there. So here is what the quarterbacks did. I mean, 40 attempts, 30 attempts, not good stuff. I mean, I don't know what the quarterback plays really are. There's not many, but whatever ones they aren't very successful. So Yazzie had 350 carries roughly, 0 catches, but he threw it 287 times. But how about that? 16 touchdowns, 8 picks, 55 completion percentage. That's such a big improvement. And he threw it a lot more. He threw it 100 more times than Makari did last year. The receivers, you can see, not a lot of yards per catch to go around. A lot of guys just around the 10 mark. And, you know, the defense, I would have to imagine if we won 8 games with that, pretty solid. Team went up to a 91 overall in the last few years. So we started as an 81, already up to a 91, continuing to get better. And I didn't know how this would go. I thought this could be a complete disaster, but seeing us win 8 games there with this team, it gives me hope like this might be possible. I didn't know how likely it would be, but here we go with our next recruiting class. Bunch of guys coming in, and yeah, I mean, we go and bring in a pretty nice class again, top 20. So every class we've had has been around that area, and a 3rd best transfer portal class. So we're really hammering home the transfer portal because of the fact that the talent can come in and be, you know, start and plug and play, and we have our guy, I guess, in Yazzie, who I guess we have to capitalize while we have him, because I thought he played really well in the bowl game, and for a freshman season, I liked it. So, hey, I think we got a guy, so let's go and capitalize on that. Also, the star development helps as well. He didn't go up much, only 1 overall, but still, we'll take that. And, I mean, it's such a weird team we have to build, because I feel like the offensive line's obviously super important, but, I mean, third receiver doesn't seem that important. I don't even know if second receiver is that important. Tight end is pretty important. I guess just having a multitude of running backs, having a backup quarterback actually matters just as much as the starter. So you can see the team we were able to build here. We get to the end of the season, and in our final game against Colorado, we take home a 14-11 victory to top our win record from last season, 9-3, and we're headed to the most prestigious of bowl games, the Pop-Tarts Bowl. So you can tell that that's like a stepping stone on our way to greatness, as if we can win the Pop-Tart Bowl, I think we could be on our way to a potential playoff appearance down the line. I mean, we've gotten better each and every season, and looking for our double-digit wins for the first time in the video. UConn short outside is going to be caught, 3rd down and 6. In every game we've seen so far, it's been pretty low scoring, so that's also going to be what you expect. If you have one player running the ball 400 times, 350 times, and you're running the ball as much as we are, clock is going to keep on rolling, and you're going to get shorter games, lower scores, and I guess that's going to be something that works to our advantage, as, you know, the defense is going to get plenty of time to rest, and the offense is going to have limited opportunities on the other side to try and win. We're playing that clock control, ball control offense, but right now, UConn finding the end zone and a touchdown to give them the lead, 20-13. So in order for us to win, we're going to actually have to score 20 plus, and that's Yazzie throwing it, Dave, always wide open, and breaks the tackle, good, 75-yard passing touchdown. That one came out of nowhere. And now we're tied right back up, so the offense showing they have some big play potential in the passing game. Didn't expect to see that. Throwing it outside, UConn picked off and taking it out of bounds at the 41. And our defense comes up big here. Speed option, pitch it out, running back, Makari gets off a tackle, and he's running free, 20 and down to the 15. Nice job from the running back to break off the tackle. Yazzie on the play fake. He's going to throw it. End zone! Oh, that's a great throw and a touchdown! Kansas State! Wildcats running the Wildcat to perfection right now. And this is really fun to watch now that it's working a lot more. UConn has to come out here, and I don't think they expected to have to score 30 to win this game. But they do. They got to. And throw it down the middle. It's caught. At the 27 now, they move it to the 24 after a 3-yarder on first down, but they'll lose all those yards right back on second down. They get 3rd and long. And UConn pressured and sacked, and he goes down for a 4th and 22, and they got to settle for a long kick that is good, and we could close out this game right here. Yazzie will throw, quick short pass, and the same guy who just caught that 75-yard touchdown, Gaskin, has a first down. Direct snap, Yazzie gets the blocking, and he's got 9 more. Run this thing down to under 2.5 to go. They go play action in the face of pressure, and he's got it. Gaskin again, out direct snap, keeper, Yazzie for another 9, maybe another first down will do it here, and he's gonna get it right down the middle to Gaskin again. This offense, oh look at this, double pass, and I don't know who this dude even is. I think this is our 3rd string running back. He's just gonna keep it. Actually really smart and disciplined to not force anything as they give it to Yazzie. He runs it in, touchdown, 2-score game, and we'll win it. How about 34 points on the board for the Wildcats? I did not expect that, but here are the stats on the season. The quarterbacks threw a cumulative 2 touchdowns to 9 picks, so that's pretty brutal. But Yazzie helped us out here, almost 1,000 yards. 2.7 a carry is disgusting, but sacks obviously, and I mean, man, it's really brutal. But 16 touchdowns again, but down to 5 interceptions, upped his completion percentage by 11, and upped his yards per attempt by 2+ yards. So a really big leap up for Yazzie, and I mean, his passing attributes didn't get any better. It was just kind of the team around him as I'm kind of putting the pieces together and formulating what we need here. But a couple of 200-yard passing games and receiving. J.D. Gaskin had the big bowl game, and he averaged 18 yards a catch on the season. And a double-digit sack guy. We had 4 guys with 15-plus tackles for loss. Still some players want to leave, which I understand that receivers want to leave and backup running backs want to leave because not exactly the most conventional of offenses to be playing in. But, I mean, over the history of football, we've seen some Wildcat success. You think of, like, the Dolphins, the year they made the playoffs with, like, Ronnie Brown and doing their Wildcat stuff. That was, like, a one-off thing. I do remember as a Baylor fan, there was a bowl game against North Carolina like a decade ago where Baylor like didn't have their quarterbacks and they had to run Wildcat the whole game, and like they won that game running Wildcat, which was really a fun watch just to see how a team functioned without a quarterback. There was obviously the Denver Broncos situation with was it Kendall Hinton? He had to play quarterback, and that didn't go well, obviously, at the NFL level. And then there's, of course, been a lot of implementations of sporadic and, you know, special packages and Wildcat implementation. But to just run it straight up as your offense, the results are a lot better so far than I thought. We closed the season at number 22 in the polls at 10-3. And the team is better. It's getting better and better. Yazzy's a redshirt junior now, so we'll still have him for hopefully another 2 seasons. And the team, I mean, look at the secondary we put together. 3 90-plus corners, a 90-plus safety, 2 90-plus strong safeties on the other side. I mean, the defense is stacked. The secondary, literally our top 6 players are all secondary members. And we do make the Big 12 title game. We are number 5 in the country now. And suddenly, things are really picking up now. So we'll hit the 4th quarter. We went 11-1. So from 2 wins to 3 wins to 8 wins to 10 wins to now 11 here. And we are up 28-20. 4th and 1. BYU marching for the touchdown. They throw it up and it's picked off in the end zone. And this elite secondary is going to be the key for this team. Our top 6 players, all secondary members. And this is going to be our path to success. And as long as the Wildcat doesn't fail us here, Yazzie to the air, throw it across the route, and there's Gaskin again, breaking 2 tackles. And this dude, J.D. Gaskin, is awesome. I mean, he also fits this team in what we're doing here, just an explosive threat. As 2nd down and 7, they go keeper, just a direct snap in, gets to the outside, Yazzie. I like that he has like really good like vision, and he's able to do things very effectively. Like, I was worried with some of these plays, these direct snaps, that they could get a little crowded, congested, but like he's reading it well, he's running it well, and Yazzie down to the 1. This is really fun to watch as the backup comes in and throws a touchdown. That wasn't even Yazzie this time. The backup running back came in because, you know, quarterbacks in the game don't get breathers, of course, but every other position, if you get tired, they put in the backup. So that's why it's important to have a backup running back who can throw as well. A sack, 4th and 16 with 5 minutes to go, and throwing it up. It's picked up again. Probably should have just swatted it down for the field position, but we'll take it regardless. We're up by 15, and we could be hitting a 1st-round bye as that pass gets a 1st down. And I think if we score again, it's just about over. It'd be a 3-score game, and Yazzie, there it is! Touchdown passing! And that is another score, 42 points on the board. Not only is this offense winning, it's thriving right now, 42-20 on BYU. As they are going to throw here, we skip ahead a little bit where they are inside the 10, inside the 5, and a touchdown. As they will now go for 2. And needing, you know, a lot of help, obviously. 2-point conversion is no good. So they're still down by 16. Onside kick is picked up, Kansas State. And that should just about end it, barring some sort of catastrophic mistake here, as that's going to be a completion. And 9 yards. Timeout burned. Yazzie throwing quick. That's another one. 1st down this time around. And with one more 1st down to end it, he's got it. And that will end the game. 42-26. A Big 12 championship comes home. And this is really really odd but fun, and we'll get a first round bye, 4th seed, and we'll take on Florida State in the second round of the playoffs. So our first playoff appearance is going to be with the first round bye here, as we'll catch you with the second half of the big playoff games. And I don't know how long, how many attempts it's going to be. You know, the Big 12, it's a nice conference, but I mean, we're not taking on the Georgias and the Ohio States, and we're not taking on the top teams. We're taking on good teams, but not the best of the best. So we're going to see how this works, taking on these 95-plus overall defenses. Now, we didn't have that matchup here because Florida State is the 12 seed. They won, and they are tipped and intercepted by this Wildcat defense. I mean, we built an incredible secondary, and they are shining right now. Speed option. Yes, he can't get the pitch off. He loses a yard. He's only got 8 rushing yards on the game. Direct snap, though, and he's going to get nothing there. They just tried to make a little bit of space for the punter, but you can see he's really backed up, and the punter down in the end zone, safety, and Florida State's got the lead now. 15-14. Unusual way to lose your lead, but nothing in this video so far has been all that usual, as Kansas State for a 4-yard rushing stop there, and then Florida State, it's a first down, that quick RPO. I mean, quarterback for Florida State's having a disastrous game right now. He's throwing interceptions left and right, but we will obviously try to capitalize on each and every one he continues to give us, as 7 yards there. 3rd down and 3. He'll throw. And no, it's picked off again. This time, a dropping D tackle. Is number 99. Big guy leaping up and making that one, as Yazzie on the direct snap. There's going to be a lot of direct snaps. We haven't seen, as many options as I thought we would. I mean, there's a decent amount of options in the playbook, but, we haven't seen many of them. Play action. He somehow got away from that and delivers for a first down. All right, there we go. How about another play fake here? Swing it out. I really like how this is functioning right now. This is really surprising me. The decisions have been quick, have been decisive. How about a flip? Backup quarterback. Throw it in deep. Whoa, he's got it. Gaskin. What a play. There we go. Everything is operating so much better than I thought. Yes, he is falling forward to the one, and it's like a less than a yard out. Speed option, pitch it out. Touchdown, Kansas State. And 2-point conversion for the touchdown. Fully got it. 7-point game. Florida State, I mean, they actually probably should be winning this game if their quarterback hadn't thrown so many interceptions. And I mean, this is what happens, though, when you build a defense like this. That's a 3 and out, and we'll get the ball wrapping up the 3rd quarter. Speed option, losing 4th quarter. Here we are, 3rd down and long. Yazzie not able to get there. Too long for a field goal as well, so we'll punt it. So very much needed for Florida State. They need plays like this as well. They need the run game to help them out. It's still a 1-score game, so you can run the ball quite a bit, and I would imagine you should lean on it because it's a whole lot more successful than the passing game. But they will let Stanley throw here. He'll step up, floating, and incomplete. 4th down, they will punt, and here we are back on offense. Tackle for a loss. So the run game isn't really doing a whole lot for us, but we still have been able to move the ball. That ball, I think it was swung backwards, and that was our quarterback who caught it and ran for a 3rd down and 7. Now, 3rd and 7 run is going to lose 2 yards. Yeah, the offense, I mean, it's not really hitting that much, but hey, the defense has done their job. That's really all we could hope for. 3rd and 11 here for Stanley, and it's caught again for a first down. Florida State, though, eventually, they're probably going to find the end zone here. They're eventually going to move it. They've moved it decently. They just keep turning it over. 2nd down and 13, run to the outside. He's going to get him to a 3rd and 10. 4.5 to go. Stanley, blitz set in, throw in, picked off again. This guy cannot keep the ball out of harm's way, and it's only one-sided because our quarterback ain't throwing picks. None of them. No one who's throwing the ball is throwing picks right now. As that's another completion. Crossing route. He's got room to run, and he's at the 35-yard line, so we are in a spot now where we can take a 2-score lead. Yes, in the outside again. Got the tight end. He's rumbling ahead for 22 more into the red zone. Play fake. Throw it short and incomplete. 13-yard line. Man in motion again. They'll fake it again. And again, it's Gaskin. Touchdown. Wildcats score. And J.D. Gaskin's been spectacular as a receiving threat for us. And come on, defense, another interception. Just end this game. End this misery for Florida State. You were the 12 seeded. I guess you just weren't ready for our defense. 3rd down and 8. Yazzie in the air. Why not throw it some more? And incomplete. But regardless, we're going to take a now 3-score lead with that extra field goal. We'll jump ahead a little bit. Florida State, minute 25 to go. Ball down the field's caught into the red zone. And with under a minute to play, Florida State is going to find the end zone touchdown and make it a 10-point game. Onside kick is recovered by the Seminoles. I still don't really have much faith that they'll score a touchdown and a field goal, score twice in the next couple of plays here, but I mean, at least they can maybe cut it down to a 1-score game. 30 seconds to play. They're in field goal range. They could kick it from here, but they're not going to. They're going to go for the touchdown first. He'll throw on the run. Ball is tipped and intercepted again. A tip pick, and why not take it all the way? How about a 100-yarder? Pick 6 to close the game. Yeah, why not? Why not? That is an incredible performance from a defense. I mean, they picked him off like 5 times in that second half. Like, what in the world was that? All right, we move on to the next game. This one, a little bit more difficult, I would say. I said, how would this offense fare when we play these 95, 96, 97 overall defenses? Well, so far we are in a scoreless first half, down 14-0, and Yazzie's got a completion here. Defense got a quick stop to start the 3rd quarter, but here we now need offense to come out here and do something. I guess the tight end wasn't ready for that ball. They go with the keeper. Yazzie is not going to get anywhere near the 1st down, and we will punt it. Good punt down to the 3-yard line where they don't call a safety. They said safety at the bottom. I guess they changed their minds. All right, well, that's not a safety. We'll go from the 1-yard line. They'll get themselves a little bit of space at the 5 now. 3rd down and 8. Throwing and stepping up. Firing and picked off. Again, this defense. What a secondary we have put together. And we'll give ourselves a chance here. Keeper and Yazzie is going to get 3 on the play. 2nd down, they go direct snap to the other running back. He'll have 5. Macari getting some carries there. 3rd down and 2, swinging outside, and Macari's got a touchdown. All right, there we go, 1-score game. And Clemson, they don't want to fall into the same issues that a team like Florida State did. I don't anticipate that many interceptions. That was only his 1st of the game, but you cannot make too many of those mistakes. We'll get a 3 and out in this defense. I can't say enough good things about them, as Yazzie's got a completion there. I mean, our route combinations are about as complex as a high school offense or a Kevin Patullo offense, whichever one you want to, say. It's basically the same thing. But from the 42, we're out here running these crossing routes again. Just every play. Gaskin with a catch for 8 yards. 2nd down and 2. Play action again. And what do you know? Over the middle. Here we are with Gaskin. I mean, this entire playbook has probably like 20 pass plays in it. So, I mean, you can imagine we're not exactly all that diverse with our route combos as a sack. And we'll have to settle for 3. So, I mean, we'll take some scoring drives and some success moving the football there. 14-10, late 3rd quarter, Kansas State. That's going to be, I mean, he almost swatted it into the hands of the receiver, but he couldn't hang on. 3rd down and 10. Can we get another 3 and out? He's going to scramble. He's got a lot of space. He's got a 1st and a lot more. 25 yards on the play. Unfortunate there, but then our blitz gets in. Sacked, and we're on to the 4th quarter. 3rd and 18. Not a good start for the 4th quarter, as that situation you're going to only get 10 yards, which is nowhere near enough. We'll get the ball at our own 15-yard line. They go with a little trickery here. Oh, it's caught, and the quarterback throws to Gaskin. 85 yards. Touchdown. So we get it to Yazzie, flip it to McCarry, back to the quarterback who throws the Gaskin for 85 yards at a touchdown, and a big shot down there to give us the lead. And I guess we're pulling out our best passing plays, which that's probably going to be our best one. That's our best shot here. And I think we can maybe get away with it one time in a game, as that deep ball's going to be caught. Clemson to the 26. And how about them? They want to go in a little end around throw of their own, and it's incomplete. I mean, I guess they got a little envious of what we were doing. They thought they could do it too. Well, it's not that easy. Clemson's going to do it the regular way, though. Get into the red zone at the 12-yard line. 7 minutes to play. Sweeping to the outside. Nice edge blocking. And Clemson, touchdown. Tigers back on top, and we need the offense to step it up again. They've really come alive here in the second half, but that big play was a big bulk of what their production has been. 3rd and 14, and Yazzie's gonna throw it down the field. 1-on-1, and it's picked off. Clemson taking it back the other way into the 27-yard line, where now our defense is put in a very difficult spot, needing to hold to a field goal. At bare minimum, they cannot allow a touchdown, as they will get a stop for a loss of 3. 2nd and 13 to the air. Clemson drag route, got him to a 3rd and 6 with 5.5 to go. Clemson taking their shot where it's knocked down, and the defense gets their 3 and out. Field goal is good, so it's still a 1-score game. Do we have another big play in us? Yes, it's sacked. 3rd and 16 now. Yazzie's now off the field. We got the other guy in who throws it back to the quarterback, and he's tackled for a loss of 4. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, now you're seeing some of the ugly sides of this offense, where you face an elite defense, and this is going to be where our next hurdle to overcome is Clemson. They got the ball in great field position. They didn't even move the ball much, but they got the field goal. It's a 10-point game with 2.5 to go, and maybe the special teams can help us out here. Return from inside the 5, spins off a tackler. There he goes. Across midfield. Can he go? 30, down to the 22, and we got a little bit of life here as they pitch it to the outside, where McCarry gets just 2. We got to hold on to these timeouts, though. Hand up again. McCarry, he's got the first down, and we're going to get no plays before the 2-minute warning. Come on, from the 11, keeper, here he goes, spin, move, touchdown. It's a 1-score game, onside kick, up in the air, and Clemson's got it. We still have about 2 minutes and 2 timeouts, so a stop is very much possible. They go handoff, and he's already got a first down, breaking through a tackle, stepping over a defender, and another one's down. Oh, Clemson, touchdown, and the dagger. What a run. And they go right back up by 10. Well, I don't know what we really could have done there, as we have to pull off a very improbable miracle, but the offense going to keep on moving here. 1 minute to play as the keeper, no, he pitches it out, and a nice run. McCarry is going to get himself to 100 yards on the game. I mean, that's cool at least, but a pressure around the edge. Tackled. 4th and 12, 20 seconds to play. Well, sure, we threw it to an offensive lineman. How did he even get out there? Sure, that's going to be the game. Still, though, I think a really impressive season. We won a playoff game and some forward progress here. How about Yazzie? 418 carries, 1,300 yards. McCarry, you can see what the second running back does for us. About 600 rushing yards, 400 receiving yards, and a nice efficiency, but 1,300 yards from Yazzie. That's a lot of touches. Touchdown, 16 of them. And then the passing game, 25 touchdowns, 9 picks. So a cumulative 3,700 yards, 40-plus touchdowns. I mean, he had to touch the ball like 700 plus times, 800 times to do it, but I mean, he's definitely gotten better and better. Look at J.D. Gaskin. That's a crazy levels of efficiency there. 1,000 yards on 20 yards plus a catch. Insane. He had 4 70-plus yard touchdowns. Unbelievable. The defense as well. The interceptions off the charts, 7, 5, 5, 4. Yeah, I mean, the defense is incredible, the offense is passable, and we now have a real opportunity here in Yazzi's final season to compete for a national championship. I do feel like that is very much within the realms of possibility here. And we get to our recruiting class where we're going to try to center Yazzie and others with as much talent as we possibly can, and then find the guy who's maybe going to be next in line. We get the number 2 recruiting class, 5 stars, and we go top 7 in both recruits and portal. As I did find the next guy I'm kind of eyeing here, Apple at quarterback, is going to be the guy we move. He is a pure runner, freshman. I think that could be the next one we kind of move over to after, Yazzie, if we don't get the job done here, which I think there's a chance, but we'll see. We got a nice amount of 5 stars, though, and the team is looking, again, better than last year. Yazzie's a 93 overall. You can see Apple, we moved him to running back. He goes up +8. Gaskin is also here for another season as well. The offensive line has some real strong pieces. The secondary, I mean, I don't think we're going to have 690+ overalls back there, but how about still a really nice secondary? I don't think we're going to be getting as many interceptions, but the team is just better as a whole top to bottom, and we make it to the Big 12 championship once again, and this time taking on Arizona State, who's number 11 in the country. We both went 11-1, and we're once again on that fringe of a first round bye. We're number 6 in the country, so a win here can definitely give us a spot potentially in that first round bye, and I mean, that's obviously going to be huge as they go Apple. Here's the other guy. Apple is running free, and this is maybe the next in line guy who's going to be taken over. Apple again, and Apple to the edge. 10-5 touchdown. All right, look at the next guy. Looking real nice, and a 1-2 punch for at least this season as they get it up to the fullback. We're up 20-3, so we're dominating this conference championship right now as the handoff is going to go for a first down. Arizona State, though, needs to get a sense of urgency here. Under 7 minutes to play and down by 3 scores. It's not looking good. Play action. Arizona State over the middle, incomplete. 4th down and 2. They obviously got to go for it. He's throwing one up top, and it's incomplete. Kansas State is running away here. Here's Yazzie back in, and he's picking up right where he left off, spinning it down in the red zone. As we are on to keep it with Yazzie. He loses 3, but 3rd down, 5 minutes to play. Pitch it back. How about D'Ampiro? It's intercepted. It's funny when our actual quarterback gets to throw the ball, he throws a pick. Why is our actual quarterback typically worse? I mean, you've seen the stats over the years. Our actual quarterbacks throw more picks than our running back, and they throw it a whole lot less. We move ahead here with under 3 minutes to go. Arizona State's got a 1st and goal now from the 1. They moved it all the way down the field, but with little time to go, they'll throw, end zone, touchdown, finally getting their first of the game, but maybe too late for it as we pick up the onside kick. Kansas State with that 10-point lead and looking to seal the deal here. Yazzie is throwing one down the field, and there's Apple with the catch. So from quarterback to running back and now receiving a first down is Yazzie the outside to the 10-yard line, and we get to run the clock there without another first down, and we put on another field goal because why not? 23-10 is your final. We don't get the first round bye, and unfortunately for us, we just smacked this team, and now we got to play him again. How did them being at number 11 and losing pretty comfortably to us not move us up and not move them down? So, yeah, here we are again, and this one, I guess, is a little bit closer. So Arizona State, I guess they're looking for a bit of revenge here, as 14-13 your score, as Arizona State now, instead of playing on a neutral site, they're playing on the road. And I guess we're trying to shut these guys down definitively once and for all, because if you beat them in, the conference championship and the playoffs, they have no argument here, as Arizona State actually, for the field goal, is going to take the lead here. All right, so they're playing us a little bit tougher as play action. Yes, it's going down. And 2nd and 17 to the air. And he's got a completion to the tight end. That'll get them 10. Third down and 7. They go read option, and in that number 82 there, not the best blocking. I don't really know what you were doing there. You're just kind of running hand in hand with him for some reason. So we'll have to punt the ball away. Third down and 3, though. A quick 3-and-out opportunity, and the pressure in. He gets hit as he's throwing, and it's out of bounds. So defense does its job, and we take it back at the 21-yard line. Yazzie throwing outside. That's going to be caught, and another receiver getting involved here to the 37-yard line. We go read option. Yazzie is going to make a move. He breaks out the tackle, but slowed down and only 2 yards on the play. Third down and 4. Direct snap to him, and he spins off a tackler. Reaches! That's a first down! The effort from him, as I don't understand how he's been able to handle this workload throughout his career. As we go play action again, he's hit, down, sacked in a 4th and long. They'll have to punt, but like I said earlier, I have wear and tear on. It hasn't really affected him with his defense. Jumped in pick 6. And we're right back where we left off in the playoffs with our defense just being absolute ball hawks as they got the lead here. And I said that we're going to need a defense that is going to allow like maybe 20 points or less a game. But I mean, I guess I'll say a differential of that, because if you're going to allow 20 plus points in this game, well, you gave us a touchdown. So, I mean, you're helping us out on offense. You're helping us out getting the ball back. You're helping us out in every facet of the game. And it's not just about holding them out of the end zone. We're over here looking for the end zone ourselves as a sack, fumble, and that's how the third quarter ends. It'll be a 2nd and 21 from the 43-yard line. They'll get themselves into a more manageable 3rd and 10 situation. They could kick a field goal here, but they'd still be down as they go for the first, and he threw it into 2 defenders, picked off again. 2nd pick now as they'll flip it out. Apple with the grab, and that's just nowhere to go. 2nd and 14. I think this is our backup quarterback now throwing, number 5, and that's going to be caught for a first down. So I don't know what package it is that has the backup quarterback in as the main quarterback, but whatever it is, that worked out. Now Apple with the grab. I mean, all right, 3rd down and 2. Yazzie keeper, no good. 4th and 3. We're going to kick a long field goal. It's a little risky. 59 yards. Kick is good. And a big kick to make it an 8-point game with 7 to play, as a throw to the flats is going to be caught, and that'll make it 3rd down and 1. And the handoff for the first down marker. Nice cutback. Huge. And he gets the first down and a little bit more after that. As another run. Outside he goes. First down after the making a man miss and getting to 90 yards on the day. So Arizona State marching and into enemy territory. We're down to 5 minutes. 3rd and 3 to the air. Pressure in. He's running. Throwing back across his body, and it's incomplete. 4th and 3, they punt, and now throw in. That quick little flip is such a weird play, but it loses a yard. I don't think we ever do anything when that play happens. As Yazzie throwing, hit as he's throwing, and that ball almost just floated to a hand of the defender. We'll have to punt. They get the ball at the 35-yard line, so just gifting them amazing field position. And with 4 minutes to play, this is going to be the defining drive, I think, if we can hold them out of the end zone here, which we do, getting the ball back. And the defense will do it one more time. Yazzie on the direct snap, and here's where we got to go. Direct snap, just let him pound through this defense, run out the clock. We're going to go play action here, and there is a completion to Gaskin for the first down. 2.5 to go. Up the middle, another solid run. Stumbling forward, 8 more yards. 2nd and 2. Keep it again. Yazzie's got the first down. One more can do it. 2nd and 7. And the handoff. Gets the edge. He's got it. First down. Game done. And at the buzzer, our team just of course loves to tack on an extra field goal just to add insult to injury. But what a nice definitive series over Arizona State, beating them twice. And now here's where things get extra challenging. We struggled against Clemson. Can we now overcome Ohio State? It's 13-3 in our favor. Our defense, no surprise, has been amazing. Their quarterback is under 100 yards. He's got 1 pick on the day. And the defense is just carrying us right now. And Ohio State 3rd down and 14. He will throw it deep. Double coverage and incomplete. We'll take that ball back as they will kick a 60-yard field goal. Kick is no good. 60 yards is bold, but I guess they were desperate to get some points up on this defense. Tight end for the first down, and not only are we coming out here and playing pretty well against this Ohio State team, we're kind of dominating right now as Yazzie on the keeper. He's got space to the outside, and he'll get it to 11 yards, 3rd and short. Come on, keeper again. They shoot the gap at Ohio State. It's going to force us to now kick a long field goal. They missed from 60. Now us from 56. It's no good on the other end. Ohio State now back in good field position. So both teams trading long field goal misses. And the Buckeyes got themselves a chance to get into field goal range again. He's got the 60-yard leg. It was just the accuracy that was the issue. Quarterback finally over 100 yards for them as they go handoff right up the middle. And a run for 4. Make it 3rd down and 6 as they throw underneath. That's a first that gets knocked out of the receiver's hands. They punt it this time, and we take over. Backup quarterback throwing it deep. Caught Gaskin, 71 yards. And Mr. Big Play comes up with another one. 4 70-yard touchdowns or more or longer last year. And how about a 70-yard touchdown? Make it 71 on the dot for a playoff score. 20-3 is the situation for the Buckeyes, and they are in a whole bunch of trouble now. They punt after a 3-and-out, and we can look to pour it on. And I didn't think we'd come out here and start dominating this Buckeyes team, but here we are. 4th quarter is about a play away. Speed option. He keeps it. He's got the first. To the 20, and at the 19 he goes down. Yazzie throwing. There's Apple out of the backfield, and he's got 7 on the play. 9 to go, 3rd and 4. Yazzie keeper. He's stonewalled at the 1-yard shy mark. We'll kick the field goal. That's a-okay. We'll go up by 20, and Ohio State in a desperate situation. They'll throw it deep. They got a wide open man. And Ohio State, if there's ever a chance for a comeback, there is the shot. A huge touchdown to make it a 13-point game. Now turning over to us with 7 minutes to play. This offense throws the apple out of the backfield. He goes for a first down. Despite being a quarterback turned running back, he can catch the ball pretty decently. He hasn't dropped any of them yet. No, they're all wide open, but Apple with the direct snap there for 6 yards. There we go. Go to Yazzie now on the keeper. He's got a first down and a lot more. Oh, Yazzie! He's gone! Touchdown! Kansas State gone on the score. 2-point conversion. That's good as well. And with 6 minutes to go, Ohio State will jump ahead here. A minute gone by, and Ohio State with a big play down the sidelines to get them to the 41 now. But another 3rd down situation comes up, and they'll throw it deep. It's caught. Touchdown Buckeyes. And now 4 minutes to play under that. And the little shovel, that play does not work. That is one of the ones we were on that just does not work no matter what. As a 3rd down situation, Yazzie's got the first. And he will keep it moving. Ohio State burning their timeouts as that's a completion. That's the 2nd timeout used. 3rd down and 5. We're doing the stupid shovel pass again. And it's going to get us positive yards, surprisingly, but not a first down. And that's going to be what ultimately matters here. As a throw down the seam is going to be caught. First down, and they're going to go on the ground. Big run to the red zone, but Ohio State, they might get this down to a 1-score game, but they need the onside kick, or it's us going to the next round. Touchdown, Ohio State. And here they go. Onside kick is picked up, and even though our 3-score lead turned into a 1-score lead at the end, we get it done. We're moving on. And we are this close to a national championship. So here is the next task on our agenda. It is 13-1. LSU, number 2 in the country. All right, they have a quarterback that's actually playing pretty well up until this point. 140 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, and adding on to it, they're already up 21-14 with the ball here. And maybe this is a situation where our defense is starting to lack a little bit, but you're running into one of the best teams in the country. That's going to be what happens. It gets tougher, it gets more challenging, and It's only a matter of time, though, I feel like, before this team gets one of their turnovers, one of their big plays. They don't usually go a game without one. 4th down, they will get off the field, but it's not before LSU gets just enough for a field goal from 54. Kick is good. 2-score deficit for our Wildcats to overcome, and Yazzie starts the drive off 15 yards on the direct snap. Play action now. Apple picks up the block. They get it out of the flats. And he's got about 9 on the play. 2nd down and 1. Throw it quick. And he's losing yards. Lost a 5 on the RPO. And now you got to go and get this first down, what you do. Tight end's got it. Yazzie under halfway to go in this 3rd quarter. Got his man Apple crossing the 39-yard line. Man in motion. Apple flips it. D'Impero with the ball. Throws it on the run. And what a ball! Caught! And JD has another one. Direct snap. Apple touchdown. This is just wild that this is working. Like, some of these plays should not be working, but LSU, no. They got some pressure put on them. They got a 1st down, though. And they really needed that play to go and keep the momentum on their side. 3rd down and 7. LSU with 1:30 to play. He's going to step and run. He's got a first. That's a fumble, and LSU keeps the ball as now the Tigers. That was a chance there for one of those big turnovers. Under a minute to go in the 3rd. Play action. He's going to chase and sacked. Loss of 7. 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. It's a 3rd and 12 screen. And we get off the block. We get the stop. We're going to be going into the 4th quarter. Down by 3. Yazzie off play action. Gets it to his guy for 4. 3rd down and 6. It's going to be a delayed play fake, and the pressure just in his face. Lineman got pushed into him, and he could not make a coherent throw, as though LSU take it over to big run. And that'll get him to the 28-yard line. And LSU got a hold to a field goal here. Don't want to let him get into the end zone. Play action as they'll throw out to the flats. It was late. It was jumped. It's taken. And it took us to the 4th quarter with the defense. Pick 6. And every single time when you need the play, they come up with the shot to get us into a driver's seat position for a shot at the national championship. 28-24, and the defense coming alive here. 2nd down and 10. LSU outside, picked off again, and now it's starting to unravel. Red zone opportunity. 1st down, direct snap, nice blocking along the edge, turns the corner, and down to the 1. And for the 2, score, lead, Yazzie walks in, touchdown. And the Wildcats are doing it here right now, an 11-point lead, sacked. And this defense, multiple sacks, multiple picks, a touchdown in this 4th quarter. Deep ball, incomplete, it's 4th and 15, and they're gonna go for it. And the Tigers, this game has turned on its head with 1 pick 6. And with all the time in the world, it's incomplete. And another just handed opportunity in the red zone. He's reaching. He's down to the 1 again. Yazzie, motion, throws, end zone, and at the feet of our guy JD. But he'll go in the snap again. This time keep it, and he'll not get there. So actually, a huge goal line stand from LSU will force the field goal try, so still a 2-touchdown game, but this defense has completely just turned it on in the 4th quarter, and I see no way is LSU going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole. Another sack. 9 yards down. 5 to go. 2nd and 19. And they'll get the yards back. Not even all of them, though. 3rd and 12. 4.5 to go. And it's incomplete. 4th and 12. And maybe your last-ditch opportunity. He's got the 1st down. So maybe not quite done at this point, but you need to find the end zone, and I say you gotta do it maybe before the 2-minute warning to make sure you have as much clock stoppages as possible. Throwing it deep. There's your one-on-one shot, and it's incomplete. 4th and 10 again. Another do-or-die chance as LSU throwing it deep. They're going to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, flag down. And this one's going to be on Kansas State, so the touchdown's going to stand. Tigers score with 3:20 to go, and they do boot through the extra point, 31-38. As the first play of our drive is going to be a 1-yarder and out of bounds, so not ideal. As Yazzie on the keeper, he's down and no gain. 3rd and 9, handoff, Apple weaving down half a yard shy, half a yard, and we punt. LSU's got a chance. And now they're already at midfield. Their punting situation, maybe not the best, as they got good field position. The run, and 5 more on the play. 3rd down and 5. 2 minutes to go, and he's got a grab to the 34. And now the defense. Can we shut the door on this one? Completed. And 5 more on the play. Just hold them out of the end zone. 30 yards to go. They're taking the shot to the end zone. Incomplete. Good defense. 4th and 5. Here it is. Get on the line for the national title. It's incomplete. Kansas State is going to the national championships. Wildcats are gonna be doing it, led by a defense and the Wildcat package, as here we are, Miami 7-0. It's a low-scoring half, and what else did you expect from what this defense has traditionally been putting up on the field throughout this season? A low-scoring battle, but Miami, the #1 team in the nation for a reason, and they are on top. They got the ball. They stopped us pretty quickly to start this half off, and Miami bulldozing this defense right there for 9 yards on the run. 8 to go in the 3rd as they go bubble outside. Nice blocking from the receiver. He got a hand on 2 different defenders. That's a nice gain. The defense has 1 pick in the first half as they get to the outside. Nice waving from the running back. And 21 yards on the play. Goal to go from the 4. Running in. Touchdown, Miami. 14-0 down the offense. Needing to find some answers here as they go out to Apple. Spinning off a tackle. And this could be the very end of the video, the end of Yazzie's career as he gets the direct snap as he wants to try to go out on top. As he gets 4 and now 3rd down and 6, play action. Hit as he's thrown, but he gets it out, and that's caught for a 1st down. As they go direct keeper again, and he's lost a yard on the play. 3rd down and 11. They go with the stupid little shovel play, and it doesn't work. Loses 2. I feel like it's a little bit of like RNG also, because there's some plays that do a lot better than others, and there's some plays that just straight up never work, and that's one of them. And I have all the settings for the plays, like the frequency in which they're called. I have everything at 50, like the slider for them. You could set like how often they're called in certain situations. I have just every play at equal footing, so it's just a matter of what we call here, because it's not like, you know, there's one play that's going to be, you know, so much more ideal. No play is from the Wildcat is exactly ideal. So, and I also didn't want to like just pick the overpowered plays if there is one. I just put everything at even. It's all up to whatever they call, whatever it is. We got the stop. We got the ball back. We're late in this 3rd quarter. Speed option, and he didn't get the pitch off. That was a situation where he definitely needed to get it out. 3rd down and 12. Backup quarterback in. Throw it out to the starting quarterback. And he's going to break a tackle. Throw it deep. Oh, it's open. What the bar was that? There's a flag down. Touchdown. But this one's coming back. What did I just watch? A legal man downfield. Yeah, that makes sense. He just pulled up and threw that ball. What in the world was that? Okay. We did not get the 1st down, but we got it to 4th and 2. Play action, and caught JD. Oh my goodness, I'm still trying to figure out what I just watched on that previous penalty touchdown taken off the board. Here we go. Oh no, a little flip. He didn't catch it. What is that? And scooped. Miami. Touchdown. Oh my goodness, what a disaster. And we had been pretty clean with those exchanges, but we picked the worst time to have that mistake. And now, yes, he taken over, and he's got a big run, but it's 21-0 in the 4th quarter. And we might, you know, on the grandest stage, get absolutely shut out. And this Wildcat offense might prove that it just is not the answer here. I mean, man, this is brutal as they go with the keeper. but I don't even know how much of an opportunity we really have to make this happen, especially with how this offense moves. It's not exactly built to play from behind. Like, that's also one of the issues. It's just not a defense built to play from behind, or an offense, I should say. The defense is built to play whenever. They've done good in this game. I mean, 21 points allowed, and one of them was a defensive touchdown, so I can't even be mad, but yeah, that's going to be game. We get stopped on 4th down. Miami wins the national title, and they ended up tacking on another field goal. We got shut out 24-0, the score, and we're riding high until that game rolled around. But yeah, see, 519 carries. Oh my goodness. Randy Apple, are you ready for what's coming your way? He had 6 completions on 5 attempts. He completed 120% of his passes. You know what? He is ready. I think he's ready. Yazzie, though, over 500 carries, 1,800 yards, 15 touchdowns. So he carried it 519 times. He threw it 318. He had the ball over 800 times. My goodness. I mean, the efficiency still isn't great, but oh my word. All right. Well, I'm sorry to say that Yazzie has to go now. Gaskin, incredible. He also has to go. I mean, how about averaging 18 plus yards a catch in all 3 of his seasons and having a cumulative about 3,000 receiving yards? Look at the defense, though. 3 guys in double-digit sacks, a guy with 8 interceptions, a whole bunch of draft picks. I'm scared that might have been our best team. I mean, I think I can put together something better, but I'm just scared because how will Randy Apple play now in that spot? Yazzie, maybe he was just a one-of-a-kind player, or maybe we just have something more that I thought with that system, and the Wildcat really is just moving like that. But here's the recruiting class. It's a pretty good one again. I was able to put together a lot of nice stuff here, a lot of 4-star transfer portal guys, and a couple of 5 stars as well. So, running back Randy Apple is going to be the one taking over the reins. He's a 90 overall now, so I have no doubts that he is going to be able to handle the workload. He was really good last season in his kind of secondary role. It's just a matter of if he can be that guy who, instead of throwing 5 times last year, if he can throw 300 times this year and get it done. We get to the end of our next season where we are in the Big 12 title game again and taking on TCU. And not only that, TCU went 12-0. We went 12-0. And it's a massive matchup between 2 undefeated teams for our first round bye. Considering we made it to a national championship, I have no doubt in my mind that this is not only achievable, but the window has now opened. This is the time to strike. And now as a 12-0 team, with first round bye in our hands, as we are up 10-0 right now, even though TCU drive into the red zone, this is ours for the taking. I want to shake off that embarrassment that was the national championship, and if there's ever a time to do it, it's when we go undefeated. Here's TCU trying to knock us off. Touchdown. And maybe undefeated for not so long, as we got a 3-point lead with 6 minutes to play. There's a completion. Apple has it, and he delivers a completion where that's a big catch and run, going from the guy who was receiving those last year, throwing them this year, and a touchdown. Look at that, the little reverse pass. We hit him with our haymaker shot there. That seems to be the best big play hitter that we have in the playbook, and that gives us the 10-point lead right back with just over 4 minutes to go. And the defense just got to make sure that if you allow a score, don't allow it quickly, as TCU drive it down pretty well right now. 41-yard line. Defense hasn't forced a turnover yet, so it's just got to do it on offense. They're just doing it with 3 and outs. They're just doing it with stops the old-fashioned way, as they're sliding down for a conversion. 24-yard line. There they go again. First and goal, 17 more on the play. And up the same, touchdown. RPO right of the tight end leaking out. And it's 17-14 as Apple tackled for loss. And now we're really in a bad situation here. 3rd and 11, throw it deep, and incomplete. TCU's going to have great field position, 3 and out. They have 1 timeout, 2.5 to go. And this is getting scary. We can lose the undefeated season. We can lose the first round bye. Obviously, TCU would jump us for, you know, number 2 in the country, and we'd have to hope some other things go our way to maybe keep our first round bye. But I don't like this right now, as they're in field goal range. Overtime could be in the future for us, and maybe that's what we're playing for right now as 4th down. There we go. Got off the field. Field goal try. Kick for the tie is good. And here we go with 1:15 to go. Apple, outside run, gets a block. There it goes, Randy Apple to the 40, and at the 36-yard line, he goes down. One big run gets us into field goal range, just like that. We're gonna run down this clock. 30 seconds to play. Apple sacked, and that's bad to lose those yards. We're going to just make sure this is it, though. It's either a win here or overtime. 51-yard kick is good. We'll take the win at the buzzer. And the offense just had one nice run. The blocking was phenomenal. And there we go. 20-17. Make it 13-0. Number 1 team in the country. First round bye achieved as well. And here we go into the second round. Taking on Texas. And the first play is that little flip pass. I mean, that's, like I said, that's like the best shot we have right there. But we just ran it. You know, nice success, but not the big touchdown, as it's 13-0. We're kind of looking for that kill shot, it seems, as our backup is in, our running back is throwing it, our backup running back. Apple can throw, obviously. He's been doing it all season, but our backup running back, I don't think can actually throw. We only have the one guy, so if a backup has to come in, it's a little worrying because we don't have, you know, like we did last year with both guys being able to throw it competently. But Texas has the ball back. Their quarterback's been just absolutely destroyed yardage wise. I mean, he's not even close to 100 going into the 4th quarter as they go play action, swing it outside. Tight end is tackled for a loss of 4. 3rd and 14. Big conversion here. He's got it to the 15-yard line, a gain of 24, as Texas needed that one as they'll run and making a move into the end zone. Touchdown Longhorns. 13-7 your score. Direct snap to the backup running back. I think that's actually the 3rd string running back. All 3 were on the field. Now we have our backup running back playing the quarterback spot. He's going to run. He's going to scramble. He's got a lot of room. Oh, is he going to get caught? 1 minute to beat. And 20-10 down at the 7. Antoine Dobbs, the backup running back, took the QB snap and just scrambled up the middle. Now the 3rd string running back is in. Here we go. 3rd string running back floated into the end zone. Touchdown. Apple, I guess, needed a break on that drive. He's still out. Wear and tear probably getting to him as Dobbs goes down. 2-point conversion, no good. But, yeah, I guess the wear and tear didn't really hurt Yazzie that much throughout his career, as it's an interception now. And we're really coming out here in this 3rd quarter and putting the pressure on as, yeah, Apple's still out. So we're doing it without an actual thrower of the football, but our run game is so dominant. Touchdown. A speed option, and the 2nd and 3rd string running backs are getting it done. We will go up by big points there. We jump ahead. 3rd down, interception with 2 minutes to go. We ended up tacking on a field goal. They got tacked on a field goal, but it wasn't really an eventful end of this game. Once we got up and once our quarterback also, you know, went down, it's a really confusing because, like, he's our running back, but he's technically our quarterback because he throws the ball the most, but doesn't listen to that quarterback. But Apple, he got knocked out of the game. We ended up just running the ball, finishing it out, and our defense, so much credit to them. Apple's back here. He's here for the semifinals. Hopefully he's able to, you know, make it through the game. We're down 14-7 here as we get the first possession of the second half and see if we can get back to a national championship, go back-to-back years. As what in the world was that? Oh, come on, defensive touchdown. What was that? What was that? I don't even know what to say. Just, the ball like slipped out of his hands. It was intended, I guess, for like the little block and release tight end, but that was disgusting. Apple is going to get the first down, but we're down 21-7 all of a sudden as Apple is going to go play action over the middle, and That's going to be a first down, but we really need to lock in a bit here on offense. The run game was phenomenal against Texas. Not so much right now. 3rd and 10 after the miss. Apple, quick throw, and the tight end nowhere close. He gets a yard on the play, so we'll have to punt, and Cardinals will take over. 3rd down. We can get off the field here with a quick 3 and out, but that is not going to happen. And we really have to rely on our defense because, we allow a defensive touchdown on the other end, and usually we're the ones getting the defensive touchdown. We're the one getting the big game-changing play. We do get off the field pretty quickly, though. Offense takes over, and they got a lot to overcome. They have to overcome the mistakes that they made. Antoine Dobbs, look at him go. He's really earning this play time here as Dobbs again. 1st down, but... hey, he can't throw the ball, but he sure as heck can run it. My goodness, Apple, nice run for him. And 2nd and inches now as they go direct to Apple again. This time couldn't get out there as our lineman. 3rd down and 2, play action throw. Apple too far out, incomplete. 4th and 2, going for it. I think that's a valid decision, and he's got the first down and a lot more. Apple for 16 on the play. 3rd quarter winding down, and tackle for a loss of 2. 3rd and 12. Play action, they send the blitz. Apple gets picked up. It's flown for the end zone. Incomplete. And a field goal try. Kick is good, but we're still down by 11. Late in the 3rd, so let's just hope the defense can come up with another stop here. But Oliva's got a big run, and to 1st down yardage. At the 45-second mark, another run, and they are really grinding out things here on this defense. 4th quarter underway in enemy territory. They go to another run. This time we swarm in the backfield, loss of 2. 3rd and long. There you go, defense. This is a chance to get off the field. Throw it deep. It's incomplete. 2nd defender came over and made the play. All right, now new set of downs here on the drive. No! Tipped off the back of a defender and into another's hands. Pick 6. Come on, that was just unlucky. And we're down by 18 in the 4th quarter. And if we don't score on this drive, we could kiss our chances at a national title this season goodbye. 3rd and 11. Apple sack. 4th and 17. Game on the line. We just got direct run up the middle. And no good. And they get a easy field position. They don't even do much with it, but a field goal. 31-10. And that's basically going to be your game unless a miracle can happen. But 4th down hits again. They ended up punting for some reason. We scored a touchdown in garbage time, but didn't end up mattering. That's just unfortunate. 2 defensive touchdowns allowed was the big difference there. Randy Apple, 450 carries roughly, 1,600 yards, 12 touchdowns. In the passing game, 22 touchdowns, 6 picks. Actually not that bad. We'll take that for his first season actually throwing the ball. He had a 200-yard game on 43 carries. Oh my goodness. Ridiculous, but 300-yard game was against FCS. 220 yards and 3 touchdowns against Texas Tech. We'll take that. So some nice stuff, but yeah, it just was brutal. Defense is still phenomenal, though. Almost 4 guys had double-digit sacks there. That's 40 sacks between those 4 guys, and we'll be sending more players to the NFL. All right, well, I think we're just at the point now where it's just a matter of can we get it done. I think the defense is once again going to be a 99 overall squad. Offense will be a little bit lower, but we have the talent, we have the players. Apple is going to get a little bit better, so I would imagine 22 touchdowns in the air, had like a dozen on the ground. I'm expecting, a nice step up from him. He had some shaky moments in the games that we watched, but the overall, it's through the roof. How about 96 overall? You better, if you touch the ball like 700, 800 times and do as much as you do, you better have a high overall. You're getting all the opportunities in the world for XP. Offensive line, I think, is better than it's ever been, so that should help. We have an elite edge rusher, a 90-plus D tackle, 90-plus linebacker, 2 98 middle linebackers, 94 corner, 90 safety. This is our best team yet. I feel like, gotta be it. Oddly enough, we actually don't go undefeated, and not only that, we went 11-1 and we didn't make the conference championship. We lost to Arizona State. Arizona State went 8-1 in the conference, had the tiebreaker, and then TCU went undefeated in the conference. So we actually are having to go no conference championship, but we go the long way. And starting off, it was an uneventful third quarter, and in the fourth quarter of our first round matchup against Washington, we immediately start with a big touchdown. It is 18-3. 2-point conversion makes it 20-3. And even though we did not get a first round bye this season, it's looking like we have a bit of a first round bye with this performance from Washington, throwing an interception, taking it back. Hey, it's going to be outrunning the lineman, outrunning the running back, and gone. 27-3 your score now, and running away with this game, as Washington can't do anything. Throwing it outside. How about another interception? And with 7 minutes to go, we take a possession, 24-point lead, and trying to add on to it. Apple touchdown. That is going to really put the game away as we go up 34-3 and end up taking it home 37-10. So a dominant round one performance for this team. And we move to the second round, where now we get into the heavy hitters. First round by Penn State, number 2 in the country, 12-1. We are up 17-14 as we actually do the little shovel pass thing, and it worked. We ran it on third down, and it worked. We got a first. Now speed option, flip it out, and oh my goodness, that was terrible. Loss of 4, 3rd and 14. And play fake, he's sacked. That one, it just takes so much time to develop, and yeah, he goes down. They throw an outside screen pass, gets him to 3rd down and 5. Penn State screen inside of the receiver tunnel and down for a gain of 3 as he'll take it over. Little flip back. D'Ampiro throws into a wide open man, and the big heavy hitting shot is gonna be a touchdown. That's the best play in the playbook. We can only run it like once or twice a game, but when we do, it has a very high success rate. The issue is you obviously just can't just run it only. You got to run something else. But you know, if I were setting the plays based off of like success rate and, you know, cranking up the sliders, I guess I would set that one to 100. But, you know, that wouldn't be very fun. That wouldn't be very fair. But 24-14 as we get a 3rd down and 10 situation for the Penn State offense. Throw and curl route. Got it knocked out of his hands. And they'll settle for the field goal and make it a 1-score game. Kick on its way. 52 is good. As we will now have a kickoff as special teams. Can they help us out inside the 5? You know you don't show a kickoff for no reason. He makes a cut, gets to the outside, and he is gonna go 20-10 touchdown. Returning it all the way. It's our guy D'Antoine Dobbs. He's also the kick returner. So I mean, this dude is just a key piece of this team. He's a kick returner, punt returner, and our number 2 running back who just rips off big plays every time we see him touch the ball. As Penn State incomplete, 3 and out. We take over up by 14 as the big tight ends got it for 5 on the play. 3rd down and 1. They go read option. Apple down for a loss of 4. He goes below the 100-yard mark. He did have 100 yards, though, up until that point, as Penn State taking over and desperately needing to do something here, as they had their immediate field goal completely just undermined with that return touchdown, as they get a huge play there. How about now in Kansas State territory? Angle route running back falling forward. He's got the 1st down. Last play of the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 6. Throwing underneath for the running back. He's got it, and that's another 1st down as we head to the 4th. Kansas State is outside, caught, and that's a red zone opportunity. Defense, can they come up with the big play? No, touchdown, Penn State. Penn State makes it a 1-touchdown game. 24-31. Blitzing in. Apple gets it out, and running off a defender is going to be 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Play action. Apple, and he had no chance. Sacked. 3rd down and 9. In motion. They go a little flip. D'Ampiro, we're doing it again. And it worked this time. The wheel route got open. And it's only 2 routes on the play. We always go to the deep one. The wheel route did get open, though, as delayed play action that just does not ever work, it feels like. Third down and 15, keeper and Apple down. We at least were able to run a little bit of time off the clock, but not enough to really make it all that scary. 6 minutes for Penn State is plenty of time. The only issue is they start their drive at their own 8 as they go swing out of the bubble. And he's tackled down quick, 3 and out. Nice job from the defense. Apple, can you seal this one up? Because I think a field goal would do just that. 3rd and 1, big play here. There's no sneaks in the playbook. You got to do it with the Wildcat, and he's got it. First down in the air. 30-yard line. This is field goal range. We're doing it again. We are not even having any shame. Touchdown. We're running that play again. You know, every single time we've ran it like once a game, but we ran it 3 times in this one. We're really desperate to get it done here. 3rd down and 9. You know what? I respect the urgency. As throwing it deep. Penn State one-on-one. Incomplete. 4th and 9. And the game on the line here. Nittany Lions got a completion. So it's still going. They got all their timeouts. 3 minutes to go. Another first down into Wildcat territory. So not too bad of a situation. You could be in much worse spots if you score before the 2-minute warning, especially as they get inside the 10, down to the 5 or 6 yard line. 2:18 to go. Throwing and end zone touch, picked up. And that is going to really throw a wrench in the plans of Penn State. Now, the good news for them is they do get us a 3rd and long. They do get a stop, so they use all their timeouts. Penn State, a minute and a half to go, throwing for a first down, but now they're in that onside kick situation where they need to get it, and a diving grab there. That was really impressive. How did he grab that one? Throwing now from the 17. Got a man, turns the corner with speed. Touchdown. Penn State onside kick is going to be what it comes down to here. They're actually going to go for 2, so they want that little, bonus opportunity to win the game in regulation, and that's a crazy effort for a 2-point conversion. Good, and the onside kick is ultimately in our hands, meaning we are headed to the semifinals. So close to getting back. It's our 3rd straight year making the Final Four, and we got to face off against Clemson this time. Clemson, we faced them before, and yeah, they were really good when we faced them a couple of years back, and now we got to go and do it again in the Rose Bowl here, where it's 3-3, and just playing our brand of football here. Low scoring and just playing the defense, playing the ground control. This defense is, even more elite than I'd say that one year we had the 90-plus secondary all around. I mean, we got 2 98 linebackers. We got a 95 edge rusher and like a 93 D tackle. And still a good secondary, but that secondary gets attacked by Clemson for the touchdown. So 10-3 your score as a direct snap. Apple goes wide right, and Apple is going to make a move, gets to the outside, and he's running. He is gonna go. Touchdown, 83 yards. Randy Apple just too fast. And that is a tie game. And when the offense needed to bust out a big play, they didn't do the little double pass. They just did it with a run and a 3 and out now. Huge tide turner there as Apple's still tired from the last drive. I don't know, our backup quarterback is in as the Wildcat player. Now Apple back in at that spot. Speed option, and he didn't even get it off. 3rd down and 11 as now the backup quarterback in, throwing, and incomplete. It's a long field goal from here, make it 54 yards. Kick is off the upright and no good. No lead for the Wildcats as Clemson takes over in great field position. Tipped into the receiver's hand. Come on. Oh my goodness, it was good defense, and he just got lucky, and now we're getting a little bit of luck. Look at that. Everybody's a bullhawk on this team. A big D lineman reaches up and picks it off. Now we are right back where we were. 55-yard field goal from here. We kicked it from 54, did not work out, but let's see if we can go and make it a lot better and go for the end zone here as Apple getting us to the 21 now. 2nd and 4, wide open man, sitting underneath, right at the line. They give him the first down in the red zone now. Play action Apple. It's got a receiver to the 9. Second and 1 turns to 3rd and 1. Speed off. She gets the pitch out. Does no. He couldn't get it. It's 4th and 1. And we'll kick it. Field goal is good. All right. 2nd down and 9 for Clemson. Down by 3. 3rd quarter winding down. They get 7. Make it 3rd and 2. Throwing. Blitzing in. He stands and delivers. 1st down. And we're on to the 4th quarter in the semifinals. Throw underneath is going to be caught, and that is 6 yards. It's over 200 on the day as they go back to the air again. Defense chasing and sacking them. 3rd and 7. 9 minutes to go. Dave in the middle, and that's a high ball but reeled in. Clemson closing in on that tying field position, but the running back, he tried to cut back. He didn't have the outside, the inside. He had nowhere to go. 3rd and 11, and picked off as a linebacker. Feels like everybody on this D knows how to catch. Defense, offense as we go with our little flip. D'Impero throwing it in the middle. That's not wide open, actually. It was covered, but he reels it in. All right, play action. Apple. They were ready for our best shot, and they still couldn't stop it. Apple spinning out a defender. He's got 122 on the ground. Keep adding to it. Apple, 1st down again. And headed for that 2-score lead. If we can find the end zone, play action. He's just going to run. He's just going to get tackled down for a loss of 3, 3rd and long. Apple in the air. He's sacked. Down for a loss of 6, and we'll have to kick it again. So that missed field goal from earlier hurts because it would have been a 2-score game, but right now it is 16-10 and a completion there for Clemson. All right, I'm getting a little worried, though, if the defense, how long are they going to be able to hold out Flores? They have moved the ball. They just threw that 1 interception. They had that other one from the D lineman, which was a little bit of a freak play. You know, there's been some freaky plays on both sides as a flag is down. I think it's offsides, and, well, they're not going to really care about the offsides because that's going to be a completion down. They're inside the 20. Tackle for loss. 3rd and 4. 2:20 to go. And in the air. He's looking. He's throwing. And he missed his man. 4th and 4. They're going to go for it. And the game is, no, it's not over yet. It's not over. Clemson at the 6. 2nd and goal. End zone. Touchdown with 1:30 to go. Extra point gives them the lead. And this is the desperate situation. Can we score field goal with less than a minute and a half to go? 2nd and 13. Apple on the edge. He's got room. Apple gets a block. He's got the 1st down and out of bounds at the 37. I don't know how much running we can really afford to do that pass incomplete. 2nd down and 10 as they go Apple on the ground. He's going to lose yards. 3rd and 13. This is brutal. And they're going to run again. He's down again. No. 4th and 11. Get him on the line. Speed option. Pitch it out. He's so far behind. He jumps over a defender. Oh, he's got the 1st. He's got the 1st. How did he pull that off? And a throw down the middle. Caught. He's down to the 11. And all of a sudden, this is our game to win. And so, touchdown. And the Wildcats put it in the end zone with 30 seconds to play. And the 2-point conversion is good. What just happened there? That 4th down was unbelievable. A speed option that looked disastrous. Pitched it like 5 yards behind the line. He had to run like 15 yards. And he got it. 10 seconds to play. Clemson sacked. They got no timeouts. This game, it's over. They're not going to be able to get a snap out. The receivers are still running back to the line. Game is over. Kansas State is going back to a national championship. And in dramatic fashion, the Wildcats get it done. A couple of massive plays got us there. The big, 80-yard run from Apple and the 4th down speed option. What plays there? So we are on to the national title game. We're taking on 14-1 Oklahoma. We're up 17-9 right now with the ball and a throw. Flip it back. You know what we're doing there. It's incomplete. So I guess everybody's kind of got it covered now. They figured out that that's our maybe go-to play there. So 2nd down and 12. They wind up making it a more manageable 3rd and 7. The high pass to the tight end in the middle is going to be caught for a 1st. The 43 now as they go down the middle for another one. Oklahoma's only been able to find a couple of field goals in this game. No touchdowns, and there's their shot. Breaking off a tackle, stumbling around to the 4-yard line, goal to go. And if he was able to get past that one last defender, he was open free. And Oklahoma hit as he's throwing ball out of bounds. No one had a shot at it. 3rd and goal from the 6 now. Into the air, 4-man rush. He'll throw, end zone, right to a defender. He got away with the not having that ball picked off. They'll kick the field goal. It's good. So 17-12. Still, though, no touchdowns for Oklahoma. The defense coming up big here. And Kansas State, can they hold on? They're going to go with that pass again. I don't know why they're running it so much, but it's going to work. Oh, he's going to go. Touchdown. I love that I feel like they've adapted. Like, they understand now as we have gone on what ones do and don't work. It's kind of funny. I have not edited the playbook at all. I have not touched anything. And so they're just kind of, I guess, adapting on their own or making this. Or maybe it's just RNG. Maybe they're just calling it more. I don't know. I'm probably giving them too much. I'm probably giving the game too much credit. I don't know. We're up 24-12. We got the stop. And Apple over the middle is going to get a completion here. And 16 more yards. We are so close to ending this one, though, as a completion again. Apple's got another 8 on the play. That receiver's got 157 yards. Apple on 2nd down. Outside for another one. He's adding on to his total. 181 receiving. My goodness, he's about to set some national championship record or something. 2nd down and 3, Apple on the keeper. Outside, he's got room. Down to the 20 and at the 18-yard line. Last play of the 3rd quarter. Keeper for Apple. Gets to the outside again. And Apple's got another 8 more. 4th quarter on its way. Direct snap to the 3rd-string running back. He's got 1st and goal. Make it 2nd and goal. Apple in the air. Apple, end zone, touchdown. And now he's got another score. He's at almost 200 yards. And this game is running away from Oklahoma. 31-12. Needing a score on this drive or it might be our national championship, and the video being done here. Oklahoma finding their way into the 26-yard line. Make it now 7 more yards on the first 2 downs where they get themselves in the red zone. 3rd down, they get the conversion just barely. 5 minutes to go. Another 3rd down with they are right at the 1-yard line. Needing the end zone. Handing it off. He's not going to get it. 3rd and goal from the 2. And that's going to be goal line stuffed. 4th and goal. Will we not allow a touchdown here? And it's intercepted. No touchdown for you, Oklahoma. No touchdown, 31-12. And this game is going to be ours to win, I feel like. Throw it all wide open, man. There it goes again. Look who it is. Same guy. 80 yards. Touchdown. Come. He's got so many yards and the game is over. We win the national championship behind a legendary receiving game. And did you expect a legendary receiving game with the way this team runs the ball? I don't think so. 38-12 is your final, and we successfully were able to win a national championship with only Wildcat offense here as we get to hoist the trophy high. I think we know who wins player of the game. I want to see those stats. They're going to pop up any second here because, my goodness, what in the world was that game from Cobb there? As we get to celebrate, we hold the trophy up high. Carl Cobb, 11 catches, 268 yards, and 3 touchdowns in the national title game. We'll give you a quick look at the final stats here. As, hey, look at that. I mean, when we ran that play a little bit more, he threw the ball 37 times, 7 touchdown passes. For our regular starting quarterback, Apple, 1,700 yards, 14 touchdowns. Threw 27 touchdowns, 7 picks, 2,200 yards. So, great stuff. And that answers the question. Yes, you can win the national championship legitimately only running Wildcat, not usering, not, having it a part of your playbook, being the only thing you run. You can win the national championship. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. Let me know what you all thought. And I hope you all enjoyed, of course, and let me know what else you want to see, if there's any other challenges, any other random things you want me to try out. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.